welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's me, Ma'am Rona, and for today, meron tayong panibagong video lesson. But before we proceed on our discussion, kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, subscribe na sa aking YouTube channel and pwede mo na rin i-like and share para makatulong tayo sa ibang mga grade 10 students. I hope you'll enjoy watching while learning.
Our topic for this video lesson is dividing polynomials using long division and synthetic division. Long division po is a procedure wherein it is somehow similar when we divide whole numbers. Ang synthetic division naman, it is the easiest way in dividing polynomials by a binomial. So on our discussion for today, magpo-focus lang po tayo in dividing polynomials by a binomial. Before we proceed on our examples, it is very important for us to know the standard form of polynomials. Paano po yun? It is by writing the terms in decreasing powers of the variable x. Tignan niyo po ito. X raised to the 5th power plus x raised to the 4th power minus x raised to the 3rd power or x cubed minus x raised to the 2nd power or x squared plus x, meron tayong invisible na 1 dito, plus 1 which is the constant. As you can see, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They are in decreasing. And these are the exponents or the powers of the variable x. So in this case, ito pong polynomial na to ay in its standard form. So later po, may makikita kayo sa ating mga examples na hindi po sila naka-standard form. So paano natin sila gagawing standard form? So let us try this short activity. We are going to identify if the following polynomials below are in their standard form or not. We are going to give a thumbs up kung ang given polynomial ay in its standard form, thumbs down naman if it's not. Let's try the first one. 2x plus x squared plus 5. Is it in standard form? No. So, thumbs down. Bakit? Because on our first term ng ating given polynomial, ang exponent ng variable x natin ay 1, invisible 1. And then on the second term naman natin, it's 2. So, hindi siya decreasing. That is why it's not in standard form. Thumbs down. Next. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 7. Decreasing ba ang powers ng ating mga x? So, yes. It's thumbs up. So, this polynomial po is in its standard form since, yun nga, decreasing po ang mga powers ng variable x natin. Okay, next. 3x squared minus 2x cubed plus x minus 4. Thumbs down ulit tayo dyan. Bakit? Hindi na naman decreasing ang mga exponent ng variable x natin. 2 and then 3 and then 1 doon. So, hindi po sila decreasing. Next. X raised to the 5th power minus 2x cubed plus 4x plus 3. In this case, thumbs up tayo dahil 5, 3, and then 1. So, decreasing ang mga powers of x natin. Next, 5x to the 4th power plus 3x squared plus 2x minus x cubed plus 1. Is it in standard form or not? Uh-oh, so it's thumbs down. Bakit? Naligaw po si x cubed. Okay na sana, ngayon pala may humabol na x cubed. So, 4, and then dapat it's cubed, and then x squared, and then the x, and then the constant. Yun dapat ang standard form. But since hindi po naka-arrange ng maayos ang mga terms, the polynomial it's not in its standard form. So, ready na ba tayo sa ating mga examples in dividing polynomials by a binomial? So, let's take it away. Let's start with example number 1.
4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 8 divided by x plus 2. So we are going to divide this polynomial 4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 8 by the binomial x plus 2 using long division and synthetic division. In one board, makikita nyo po ang process sa long division and the process in synthetic division. So later on, mako-compare natin kung parehas ba ang result na makukuha natin. So in this example, 4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 8 is our dividend and x plus 2 is our divisor. Let us start dividing using long division. As I've said a while ago, the process in long division is similar to the process when we divide whole numbers. Paano nga ba mag-divide ng whole numbers? So first, we divide. Second, we multiply. Third, we subtract. After subtracting, we bring down. For the last step, we repeat steps 1 to 4 until we're done dividing. So same lang din po ang process na makikita nyo later on. So let's start. Ang first step po natin is we arrange the terms of our dividend so that it will be in its standard form, and we insert the missing terms by adding 0 as their coefficients. So how is that? Take a look at our dividend. 4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 8. Is this in standard form? No, not yet. So, kailangan muna natin siyang gawing standard form. For our first term, ang isusulat natin is 3x cubed. For our second term, it will be 4x squared. And for our third term, it's plus 0x. Bakit 0x? Dahil nga missing term po si variable x or x raised to 1. So nag-insert tayo ng 0 as its coefficient. And for our last term, it's the constant term. So that is plus 8. And for our divisor, since naka-standard form na siya, x plus 2, isusulat lang natin siya dito sa labas. So x plus 2. Now, we can start dividing. Ang una pong i-divide natin is the first term of our dividend and the first term of our divisor. So that is 3x cubed divided by x. And the answer is 3x squared. Paano nakuha si 3x squared? 3 divided by 1, which is the coefficient of our x here. It is equal to 3. Then x cubed divided by x will get x squared. Take note po, si 3x squared ay inalign ko dito sa second term. Kasi po ang second term niya ay 4x squared. At kung napapansin nyo, ang degree ng kanilang variable ay the same. After dividing, we can now multiply. Imumultiply po natin si 3x squared kay x plus 2. So 3x squared times x, we will write the answer here, and that is 3x cubed. Then 3x squared times 2, and the answer is positive 6x squared. So nakuha na natin yung product. Ang next step po natin is subtraction. Isasubtract po natin itong nakuha nating sagot dun sa first term and the second term of our dividend. But then, to perform subtraction, kailangan po nating palitan ang sign ng 3x cubed at ang sign ng 6x squared. So, magiging negative 3x cubed na siya and then negative 6x squared na dito. Now, we can perform the operation. 3x cubed minus 3x cubed. It's 0, so pwede na tayong mag-cancel dito. Then, plus 4x squared minus 6x squared. The answer is negative 2x squared. Paano naging negative 2x squared? Sinubtract po natin yung kanilang mga coefficient, 4 minus 6, and the answer is negative 2. And then since same variable po sila, we just copy the variable x squared. So next, after subtracting, we bring down the next term, which is positive 0x. And for the last step, uulitin lang natin yung ginawa natin until we're done dividing. So start ulit tayo sa pagdi-divide. So negative 2x squared divided by x is negative 2x. So isusulat natin siya sa itaas ng 0x. Now, i-multiply naman natin ito sa ating divisor. Negative 2x times x is equal to negative 2x squared. Then negative 2x times positive 2 is negative 4x. After multiplying, pwede na tayong mag-subtract. To perform subtraction, change na natin ang sign ng negative 2x squared at ang ating negative 4x. So magiging positive na silang dalawa. Now we can solve. Negative 2x squared plus 2x is 0. So cancel na natin. Then 0x plus 4x is 4x. After subtraction, we bring down the next term. That is plus 8. Now we can repeat again those steps. 4x divided by x. The answer is positive 4. So isulat natin sa itaas ng constant ang ating dividend. Now we can multiply. 4 times x is 4x. Then 4 times 2 is positive 8. Now, let us subtract. So, let us change the sign of 4x and positive 8. So, magiging negative na silang dalawa. And 4x minus 4 is 0. So, cancel na natin. Then, 8 minus 8 is also 0. So, ang ating answer dito ay 0 na. Now, quotient is 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. And yung number na nasa ibaba po, which is 0, is actually the remainder. But then since 0 siya, we have no remainder. And now, let us try using synthetic division to divide this polynomial by this binomial to see kung parehas lang ba ang sagot na makukuha natin. So first step in synthetic division is we equate x plus 2 into x minus r. Ano ang reason ko bakit inequate natin siya into x minus r? Dahil po kailangan natin ang value ng r. So now, we are going to identify the value of our r. So, ang gagawin is we transfer x to the other side of the equation. But then, since ita-transfer natin siya sa kabila, kung positive ito, magiging negative na siya. So that is x plus 2 minus x equals negative r na lang sa kabilang side. Then we simplify x minus x and the answer is 0. So cancel lang natin siya at ang natira na lang po is 2 is equal to negative r.
To get r, divide natin both sides by negative 1.
So our r now is equal to negative 2. But then, meron naman tayong easiest way to find the value of r. Pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung paano gawin yung long method niya. But then, ito yung easiest way niya. Take a look at our divisor. So to get r, ang gagawin lang natin is we take the opposite of our constant. So magiging negative lang siya. So that's why our r is equal to negative 2. Now, explain ko po muna ito. Here, isusulat po natin yung ating value ng r. And then on the other side, meron tayong 3 rows. This is the first row, the second row, and the third row. So let us start by writing the value of our r, which is negative 2 here. Next po, sa first row naman po natin, isisulat natin ang coefficient ng ating dividend. But then, we have to follow the standard form. So, same lang po dun sa long division, kailangan din nating mag-insert ng 0 as the coefficient of the missing term. So, that would be 3, since ang ating first term in its standard form is 3x cubed. And then, ang coefficient ng second term natin is 4, so 4. And then, since missing term po ang variable x, we write 0. And then our constant term is 8. After writing the coefficients on our first row, next step is we bring down 3 on the first entry of our third row. So that is yan. Now, after this, i-multiply naman natin ang 3 dito kay negative 2. Ang nakuha nating sagot ay isusulat natin sa ilalim ni 4 or the second entry of our second row. So that would be 3 times negative 2 is equal to negative 6. Now, after multiplying, i-add natin yung dalawa. So 4 plus negative 6. Again, 4 plus negative 6 and the answer is negative 2. After getting negative 2, pwede na tayo mag-multiply ulit. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So, isusulat po natin si positive 4 dito sa third entry ng ating second row na nasa ilalim ni 0. So, that is positive 4. Now, we can add 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Now, multiply ulit natin.
4 times negative 2 is
negative 8. Susulat natin dito sa ilalim ni 8. Now, we can add 8 plus negative 8 is equal to 0. Ano kaya itong mga to? So, yung last number po na nakuha natin sa third row is the remainder. Tingnan nyo po, 0 and 0. Same ba ang remainder na nakuha natin? Yes. Now, ano naman po si 3, negative 2, and 4? These are the coefficients of our answer. And for our quotient, take note that the degree of our answer must be 1 less than the degree of our dividend. Etong dividend natin, right? Ang degree po is the highest exponent. 4x squared plus 3x cubed plus 8. Ano ang highest exponent? It's 3. So now, on our quotient, dapat po 1 less than. So here now, x squared na tayo. After x squared, yung variable x. And then after the variable x, it's the constant. So ang ating quotient is 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. And with a remainder of 0. Is the answer in synthetic division the same with the answer in long division? Yes. But for you, ano po ba ang mas madali? So you can comment down below. Now let us proceed to example number 2.
5x squared minus 17x minus 15 divided by x minus 4. So, we are going to use the long division and the synthetic division. Ang first step natin in dividing using long division is we write the dividend here, but then we have to make sure that our dividend is in its standard form. So, a-arrange natin yung mga terms kung kailangan i-arrange. So, let's take a look. 5x squared minus 17x minus 15. Naka-standard form na siya kasi 2, 1, and then the constant. So, we can rewrite it here. And then next, x minus 4, naka-standard form na rin. So, sulat na natin siya dito. And now, ano ang next step natin? I-divide natin ang first term ng ating dividend sa ating first term ng divisor. So, 5x squared divided by x at ang sagot natin ay 5x. And then afterwards is we multiply 5x sa ating divisor. So, 5x times x is 5x squared. And then 5x times negative 4 is negative 20x. After multiplying, ang next procedure natin is subtraction. So, to subtract, kailangan nating palitan ng sign ng 5x squared at ng 20x. So, magiging negative 5x squared and then plus 20x na to. So, 5x squared minus 5x squared, 0. So, cancel na tayo. And then negative 17x plus 20x is positive 3x. And now, after getting the answer positive 3x here, ang next step natin ay bring down 15. So, that is negative 15. Sulat lang natin dito. Now, we can repeat the process. 3x divided by x is positive 3. And then after dividing, multiply na tayo. 3 times x is 3x. And then 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And now, we can subtract again. But then, kailangan nating palitan ang mga sign nito. So, magiging negative 3x yan, and then positive 12 na ito. So, our answer now is 3x minus 3x is 0. So, cancel. Negative 15 plus 12 is negative 3. Bakit negative 3? We follow the sign of the bigger number. Since 15 ay bigger than 12 at ang sign niya ay negative, ang sagot natin ay negative din. So, it's a negative 3. Meron pa ba tayong next terms after negative 15? Wala na. So, we can stop dividing. In this case po, negative 3 is our remainder since siya po ang natira dito sa ilalim. So, we're done. We got the quotient, which is 5x plus 3 with a remainder of negative 3. So, are we clear? Let us proceed in dividing the polynomial 5x squared minus 17x minus 15 by x minus 4 using synthetic division. The easiest way to find the value of r is take a look at the divisor, especially sa kanyang constant term. Kukunin kasi natin yung opposite ng constant term. Since negative 4 yan, ang value ng r natin ay positive 4. Kaya susulat lang natin dyan. And then on our first column, ang isusulat po natin ay mga coefficient ng ating dividend in its standard form. So, 5, and then negative 17, negative 15. Do not forget po na isulat din ang mga sign ng ating coefficient. So, since minus 17 yan, that means negative 17 po ang coefficient natin. Minus 15 yan, that means negative 15 ang ating coefficient. Okay? After that, ang next procedure natin is bring down 5 dito sa third row. So, that is 5. And then, multiply na tayo. 5 times 4, 20. And we are going to write 20 dito sa second row. So, 20 dyan. And next is we add negative 17 plus 20. The answer is positive 3. And next, multiply ulit tayo. 3 times 4 is 12. So, dito natin isusulat. And then, add na naman. Negative 15 plus 12. The answer is negative 3. So, negative 3 po is the remainder. And then, 5 and 3 po are the coefficients of our answer or the quotient. So, paano natin isusulat? Again, take note that the degree of our quotient or the answer is 1 less than the degree of our dividend. So, since ang degree dito ay second degree lang or 2, ang highest exponent, so for our quotient, 5x lang siya. So, nag-minus 1 tayo. So, 5x plus, since wala siyang sign, that means addition ito. So, plus 3. And then, with a remainder of negative 3. So, we can also write our answer na ganito. 5x plus 3 is our quotient. And then, i-combine natin si remainder by following kung ano ang kanyang sign. So, since negative siya, minus ang operation natin. And then, we copy the remainder 3 over yung ating divisor, which is x minus 4. So, ganun lang po kadali. So, I hope nakukuha po natin yung procedure or yung mga steps in dividing polynomials by a binomial. So, let's try the last example. Example number 3. 4x squared minus x plus x cubed plus 25 divided by x plus 5. So again, dalawa yan. We are going to use the long division and the synthetic division. Let's have first the long division. So isusulat po natin sa loob yung dividend natin in its standard form and we will insert 0 as the coefficients of the missing term. So tingnan po natin. To make this in standard form, i-arrange lang po natin ang terms wherein in decreasing order po ang powers ng ating variable x. So, mauuna po si x cubed. And then, susunod si positive 4x squared. And then, after positive 4x squared is negative x. And then, nahuhuli ang ating constant term which is 25. And then, x plus 5 is in its standard form already. So, copy lang natin yung ating divisor. Next step is divide. Divide x cubed to x. So, x cubed divided by x is x squared. So, i-align lang natin dito sa x squared. And now, after dividing, multiply tayo. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 5 is positive 5x squared. After multiplying, subtract na natin. But then, to perform subtraction, change natin ang mga sign dito. So, that is negative and negative na. So, x cubed minus x squared is 0. So, we can cancel this. 4x squared minus 5x. Ang matitira po ay negative x squared. And then, after that, bring down the next term, which is negative x. And now, divide na ulit tayo. So, we are going to repeat the process again. So, negative x squared divided by x is negative x. After dividing, multiply. Negative x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times positive 5 is negative 5x. Now, we can subtract. Since magsasubtract tayo, change na natin ang sign sa ilalim natin. So, magiging positive na lahat yan. And next, negative x squared plus x squared is 0. Parehas lang ang value nila, but then different signs, so cancel lang natin. Next, negative x plus 5x. Negative x plus 5x is positive 4x. After getting 4x, bring down na natin yung next term. So, plus 25. And then, we will repeat the process. 4x divided by x is positive 4. And then, we are going to multiply. 4 times x is 4x. And then, 4 times 5 is positive 20. And then, subtraction ulit. So, change na natin ang sign nito. So, magiging negative 4x, negative 20. And then, let us perform the operation. 4x minus 4x is 0. And then 25 minus 20 is 5, of course. And now, 5 is the remainder. Bakit? Dahil wala na tayong next term, so we stop dividing. So, ang natira po ay 5. And then our quotient is x squared minus x plus 4. Now, try natin sa synthetic division if we can get the same answer. So, eto po yung madaling part, diba? So, let us try now. Let us get the value of our r na isusulat natin dito. Ang ating divisor ay x plus 5. Kukunin lang natin ang opposite ng kanyang constant. So, since positive 5 yan, magiging negative 5. And then next, isusulat po natin dito ang mga coefficient ng ating dividend in its standard form. So, mauuna si x cubed. Anong coefficient niya? It's 1. And then x. 4x squared, what is the coefficient? It's 4. And then next, x raised to 1. Ano ang kanyang coefficient? Negative 1, since minus sign dito. So, next, ang ating constant is 25. After that, we copy 1 here or bring down para sa ating third row. And then, pwede na tayong mag-multiply. Ano ang i-multiply natin? Si 1 at saka si negative 5. And then, isusulat natin ang sagot dito sa second row. So, 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. And then, after multiplying, mag-add na tayo. 4 plus negative 5 is negative 1. Bakit negative 1? Again, we follow the sign of the bigger number, which is bigger, 4 or 5. It's 5. That is why negative ang ating sagot. After adding, multiply ulit tayo kung anong nakuha nating sagot. Negative 1 times negative 5. It's positive 5. So, sulat natin dito. And then, we add negative 1 plus 5 is equal to positive 4. Bakit positive? Kasi nga, bigger si 5 kay 1, kaya positive 4 na tayo. Next, multiply ulit tayo niyan. 4 times negative 5 and we get negative 20. So, sinulat natin dito sa ilalim ni 25. Now, we can perform or add these two numbers. 25 plus negative 20 is equal to positive 5. So, yung last value na nakuha natin sa third row is the remainder. And ito pong 1, negative 4, and 4 are the coefficient of our answer. So, for our quotient, again, we have to remember that the degree of our quotient is 1 less than the degree of our polynomial or the dividend. So, kung ang highest dito ay 3, para sa ating quotient, x squared na lang. So, that is 1x squared or x squared minus x or minus 1x and then plus 4. So, this is our quotient and then again, our remainder is 5. So, for our answer, pwede din nating i-combine yung dalawa. So, our quotient now will be x squared minus x plus 4 plus, since positive naman ang ating remainder, so plus 5 over our divisor which is x plus 5. So, this is the answer when we divided 4x squared minus x plus x cubed plus 25 by x plus 5.
So that's it for today mga anak. I hope meron po kayong natutunan and makatulong po itong video lesson ko na to in answering your activities regarding our topic for today. Stay tuned sa aking YouTube channel for more videos and abangan nyo aking mga vlogs soon. Again, I'm Ma'am Rona, your virtual mathematics teacher. Bye! Keep safe po and God bless.